Good morning, everybody. This is Deanna with Food Bank Beautiful, and it is the 30th of July, I believe, Tuesday. Check your phones. Don't trust me on the dates, people. It is cold and rainy, and it poured so much yesterday. It's not even funny. So this morning, because it's cold, I decided to make oatmeal. Now, I already made Grandma a bowl, and she's in there woofing it down. It looks so good. I decided to have it for myself. Now, oatmeal. These happen to be quick oats. Oatmeal is something that you can get pretty consistently at most food banks. And you think, oh, oatmeal. I don't like oatmeal. Well, if you don't like oatmeal, nothing's going to change your mind. But if you do like oatmeal, this is going to rock your world, okay? So let me bring you down here, and my kitchen's a little bit of a fright, but we'll just pretend that it's not, okay? This is all it is. A half a cup of oats. A cup of water. A pinch of salt. And then it goes into the microwave for 2 minutes. And then we're going to doctor it up and make it so yummy. Okay? It's going to be delicious. Okay, let me get that into the microwave. We'll come back up. We're going to doctor it. And then at some point today, I'm going to make banana bread. And I'm going to bring you along for that. My favorite uncle, you've heard me talk about him before, is coming into town on Friday, and they're staying for 4 days. Now, they're not staying with us in our house because we just don't have the room right now. But they are going to stay in a little motel nearby, and I expect to have them here quite a bit during those 4 days. So, I do want to have some baked goods for them. I want to make sure I'm prepared with some good meals and you know, have fun. And then I'm going to try to beat him for 2 out of 3 rounds of cribbage, which I have never been able to do. Now, he's getting old. He's in his 80s now. So my aunt agreed to drug him. And maybe I can beat him 2 out of 3 if he's drugged. If he's not drugged, it's, you know, I don't know. I feel like the Olympics are inspiring to try my ever-loving best, right? But he's a Navy man, and I've never been able to beat him 2 out of 3. So I'll let you know how that goes. Also, in the last few days, I planted a whole nother garden. And I want to show it to you, but it's so pouring rain that I just am not going to do it until a little bit later. Now, please bear in mind, this is a garden that is due to be pretty in September. Everything is kind of like planted for fall. Fall color. Got a few little vegetables in there, and we will see. All right, ta-ta. Okay, I have pulled my oatmeal out of the microwave. Let's go ahead and doctor it up, okay? I'm going to bring you down. There's the oatmeal. I have a little bit of butter in there, but I'm not sure that it's enough because can you really ever have enough butter? I'm going to add some brown sugar, and yes, that is a lot of brown sugar. But, you know, I feel like we need what we need. Now, in this particular instance, the oatmeal is Food Bank, the butter is Food Bank, the brown sugar and salt are mine, and the pear butter is what I made from the well. Okay, now let's make sure we like that. That's good. Okay. Right there, we're going to add a dollop of pear butter. And I want you to look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That is so nice. So we're going to put a dollop right there. And that, my friends, is breakfast. But let's try a little bit and see what we think. Okay. Did I leave the microwave open? Yes, I did. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get a little bit of oatmeal and a little bit of pear butter right there. And let's try it and see what we think. Now, if I had some dried cranberries or some raisins, I do have raisins, but I'm not adding raisins to this now. If I had some chopped toasted pecans, I do have pecans, but they're not toasted, I would add it to this and it would be spectacular. You could even put a little bit of whipped cream on the top. And I'm willing to do that because I had this bad boy out for my coffee this morning. So we'll just make it pretty. Well, I don't know if pretty is the right word because I wasn't really being careful. Okay, now let's try a bite. A little whipped cream, a little oatmeal, a little pear butter. Let's try it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a Weight Watchers friendly oatmeal. I would not recommend this every day. But on those cold, rainy days where you just need a little something yummy, here you go. All right, I will see you guys back when I am ready to do the banana bread. Okay? All right. Hello everybody, I'm back. It is about 1:30 in the afternoon and I'm going to go ahead and get some banana bread made. So you might be able to hear I have the air conditioner going. Even though it's kind of cool outside, it is muggy, and when I turn on the oven, my house heats up quite a bit. Now I'm going to make some banana bread. And I am making a double batch, but I am going to include the recipe in this video somewhere. It'll be written out and in this video, and you'll be able to get all the measurements for a single batch. The recipe was in just an old family cookbook that we put together a number of years ago. And this one is called the Sacred Banana Bread recipe from me. So when I discovered this banana bread recipe somewhere in the Midwest, I didn't share it with anybody because it was so delicious that I wanted to keep it for myself. And then I would bake it for anybody who wanted it, but that's just kind of how I rolled. I did give it to my mother, and my mother decided to print it in her workplace cookbook, and I was not a happy camper. No. So it is no longer sacred. Probably when you go back and look through your old church cookbooks, you'll find a recipe just like it, so don't worry about it. So I am in a bit of a hurry today. I have a lot of things to do, so I did a lot of things without you. So let's come down here and take a look. In this bowl, and this is a double batch. Can I get that to sit right? No, it does not want to. Maybe right there. In here, and this is a double batch, I have a cup of butter, 3 cups of brown sugar, 4 eggs, a cup of sour cream. I'm going to blend all of that together, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of mashed bananas. So let me go ahead and mix that up, and I'll come back and show you that. We'll add the bananas together, and then we'll add the dry ingredients. Okay, down here you can see that I have mixed all of that up, and to this we're going to add the banana. Do you remember when I mashed all those bananas that I got from the well and I put them in baggies at 2-cup increments? So here is 2 cups of, well, I hope it's 2 cups. Let's just be on the safe side. There's 1. Yeah, it's 2 cups. Give or take a tablespoon or 2. We're going to call that good enough. 2 cups of banana. And I'll see if I can get the rest. Oh, I've got most of it. Okay, that should be just fine. So handy. Let me mix that in. And then over here, I have all of my dry ingredients. And if you were making a single recipe, it would be a teaspoon of soda, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of flour. So let me go ahead and get that in there. And I'm just going to dump it in because I'm not fancy. There we go. Just like that, we are done. Now, if I was making this just for myself, I would add a cup of chopped pecans. And I do have that right here. But my uncle does not like nuts, and Grandma would prefer to eat hers without nuts too. So I'm going to go ahead and bake this just like this with no nuts. Okay, so this recipe, when I double it, makes 3 loaves of bread. So let me get the wax paper in here and let me get these filled, and then I'll bring them over and show them to you before they go into the oven. And these loaves are ready to go into the oven. So let's go ahead and take a look. There they are. Gonna stick them in a 350-degree oven for about 55-60 minutes. I think I'll set my timer for 50 and then check them after that because nobody likes dried out banana bread. All right, I'll see you when we're done. All right, my first 3 loaves of banana bread are done. Let's take a look. Right there. And I have 3 additional loaves in the oven right now, and those have nuts in them. And those will be out in about 20 minutes. So 1 loaf I'm going to set aside for my uncle. Actually, I'm going to set 2 aside for my uncle. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut a slice for my husband. And I'm not sure if I heard Grandma. Let me go check. Okay, this is the inside of my loaf. You can see how pretty that is, how light it is. And I'm going to go ahead and taste it for you. So I have a piece right here, and of course I've slathered it with butter. Let's see what we think. Now this is the no nuts. I prefer nuts, but like I said, that's in the oven for another 20-25 minutes. Okay, let's check. Mmm. That is so lovely. And it is not a heavy concrete, you know, brick of bread. It's really light and fluffy. It tastes delicious. I love it when I make it with all brown sugar. Mmm. It's really good, you guys. All right. I'll come back when I have the other 3 loaves out. And then I think that I will go ahead and make these Toll House cookies in a jar. And get those out of the way so that I have those for my uncle. We will see, though. We will see. All right. Ta-ta. Well, we made it to 6 p.m., people. I think it's time for a big fat margarita. But Mama doesn't have any tequila in the house, so no margaritas for me. Okay, this is what I have been up to. We sampled the banana bread. The banana bread is delicious. My husband ate the ends off of the first loaf that we sampled. Grandma just had a piece with butter on it. I had a piece with butter on it. I believe you watched me sample that. It was delicious. So I'm just going to show you where I'm at right now and what I hope to get done. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know when you'll see this, but tonight it's the women's gymnastics team finals, and Grandma and I, we want to watch that. So girls got to get some things done. First thing done, little oblong containers. You get them in a pack of 2 at Walmart, I think for $4.49 or something ridiculous like that. They're perfect for bread. So I sliced this bread up right here, and this bread is going to go in the refrigerator. I don't want to leave it on the counter because I don't want it to get bad, right? So I did, however, it looks like misplaced my lid. So, and this is the banana bread without nuts. This is ones that I specifically made with my uncle in mind. And here are his breads. It says Uncle's Banana Bread. This is just going to pop into the freezer. And on their last visit to my house, I'm going to pack them up with jams, maybe some of my salsa verde, whatever they want, they can have. And then I'll have this bread and I'll send it home. I also want to make those Toll House cookies. So girls got a few things to do. I might not be able to get it all done tonight, but we will see. So down here, let's take a look. Down here are my 3 loaves of banana bread that I made with pecans. Now these are the ones that my husband and I will absolutely love. So I'm going to wrap these up and freeze them. I'll check with my husband and see if he wants me to leave a loaf out for right now. But I do have this other loaf that's already sliced that I need eaten, so we'll see. All right, now, I'm trying to think what's on this video. I don't want it to be too long. If I make the cookies tonight, I will bring you along for those cookies, okay? If not, I'll put them in a separate video because nobody wants to watch me for hours. I think the sweet spot is like 20 minutes. 20 minutes, girl. Okay, you guys, I'll be back.